Hey there and welcome. In this video, I'll be showing you 4 simple and stylish button hover effects that you can use in your web pages. The first one is going to be with the arrow hover. The second is going to be the neon effect. The third one is going to be this raising effect. The last one is going to be this flowing fill effect. Alright, let's get started. So here in our HTML, we have a very simple setup. We have this playground. This is a div where everything is aligned to the center. We have this simple title here. And then there is the button. It's in the flex tag. That means it's going to be horizontally aligned to the center. This is a custom tag we've written. And then here is our basic button. Inside this button, there is an icon. Here are the scripts we've used. You could also use font awesome, whatever you like. And this is what I showed you in the first transitions. We are only going to need it for that. Now in our styles, there is a font imported. There are some basic settings. And the body, of course, it's set to have the whole width and whole height of the screen. Also align everything to the center, apply the font, and have a different background color. This is the class I've talked to you about. Display flex and justify content center. There is some basic styling for the h1 element. And for the h1 and the button, they are aligned to the center as the text. Now for the button, its text is also aligned this way to the center vertically. Some basic font size, padding and color settings, but what's important to us is this transition ease in out. This will smoothen out our animations, and that's the heart of the hover effects. So if you come back down, this is now the hover arrow effect. By default, the arrow has a width of 0. It also does have the transition ease in out. And whenever you hover over the button, of course its color and the background color will change. But what's important is that the width of the arrow will change. And because we've set transition ease in out and the duration of it, this will happen smoothly. So the width will be recovered smoothly and it will grow. To demonstrate this, here it is. So the width is growing, and because it's set into the button, it's pushing the other things away. Now commenting out the lines, don't comment out the arrow, otherwise it will mess up your code, because by default the width of 0 is fine for us. Coming to the neon effect. To achieve this neon effect, you simply need this box shadow. This box shadow, these are the vertical and horizontal offsets, and this is the width of the shadow, then the color, then a comma, and you set these values again. And by setting different thicknesses to this shadow, it will get layered. And if you come here, due to these layers, there's going to be a neon effect when you hover over it. Now for the raise the center effect, there are simply some border and color, background color changes. There's the transition ease in out here as well. And when you hover over it, there is going to be a box shadow given, but this one is now offset. So it's offset by a few pixels, it has the color set. And when you hover over it, there's an animation in its transform that translates y -4 pixels. That means it's going to push the element up by 4 pixels in the vertical axis. So if you have a look, very simple effect. And for the last one, this beam flow effect, again the simple settings with the transition. There is a border radius so that it's rounded. A box shadow that's inset, it does not have any values by default, so it's all set to 0 except for the color, of course. But when you hover over it, it gets offset by 200 pixels. And if you offset it, because it's transition easy. Now the change will happen smoothly. And if we come back now and refresh, then as you can see, it fills up the space. That's all there is to it. The source code will be provided down in the description. You can find it on our website. If you like this one and would like to see more, please consider subscribing. If you like the video, drop a like below. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.